Welcome to 3 Minute Thoughts. So I saw this meme and I just reposted it without thinking. And then afterwards I was like, wait, was this really true? If we look at the year going from January to January, there's no way that could be the right number because January and February were pre-COVID and those numbers would be a lot higher. So I did a little bit of digging, and this actually is true because the time frame is not measured that way. It's measured from the flu season, which starts in September and goes to April. So in this past flu season from September to April, there were only 2,300 reported cases. And the previous year, 38 million, so forth. And I was like, wow. This originally came up in a USA Today article, but it links to the CDC site, which I'm going to put the CDC link down below so you can look at this data. But this got me to do a bit more digging, a bit more thinking is, well, it's reported cases. And I can't recall the last time that I had the flu that I went to urgent care or to a doctor to get it diagnosed. So none of my flu instances will ever be reported. So were people going to the hospital last year? Well, when COVID hit, the number of non-COVID admissions did drop originally down to 60% of what was expected. And then around June onward, it averaged about 90% of what was expected. So the hospitals were operating at around near less than, but near what they were expected to be operating at. So I would say in those cases, were people reporting if they had the flu or not? It could go either way, but there's a vast difference between 38 million and 2,300. So I'm more likely to believe that there were less cases. Just that you wouldn't have 37 million people choosing not to go to the hospital to report having the flu. Some other people were saying, well, hey, what about people who had COVID and had the flu? But the tests will tell the difference between the two from what I'm noticing. Now, here is a really interesting statistic, which was children mortality. And if you look at this chart, you had 188 infants killed by the flu, 144, 198. This previous season, only one died from the flu. In editing, I realized the chart says pediatric, not infant. So it means children, where I said infant before, but what actually classifies as children for the purposes of this chart, I don't actually know. And so then that does again raise the COVID question of how many infants died from COVID. And I don't have the statistics, but I do see the stats say about just over 300 children died of COVID. But children is anyone 19 years or younger. So even then, any infant deaths are minimal. So the net result is, hey, masks did not only, well, it helped against COVID, but helped seriously against the flu. So if you're one of those kind of people who say, think of the children, wear a mask. So those are my thoughts on the topic. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thanks.